and only, I think only 10-meter deep, or sometimes until 20-meter deep, catch the lemuru. So we make some simple fish tracker, yeah. And for example, the next video, Pudava. This is the instrument, yeah. This is the instrument. We can also flooding of the ocean, or we can also take this in the fishermanship in this area. Next, Pudava. Yeah, in the link. Yeah, this is the instrument. Actually, we can also take in the boat, yeah, and then we show in the monitor, or for fishermen, sometimes they use also handphone, so we can take in this area, and we know the depth of the fish. So the fishermen can catch until, for example, in this video is until 7 meters, not until the deeper, but it's only in the coastal area. So I think only 7 until 10 meters deep. So we produce this simple instrument, and the government of Badung Regency give to the traditional fishermen. We can also make this some simple instrument for useful for fishermen, for another people. We did brought this instrument. Next, Budova. And ITB self have also this ANESA. This is the application for for example, in Google Play or Apple Play. We can download this ANESA. This is communication between ITB, between the researcher in ITB with the other people in local government all of Indonesia. This is the application, so we can communicate what we have done and what they need, yeah, to use our instrument or our program in community services. And this is the list from for our activity in research group of oceanography. We make sometimes, for example, for children, for coastal area. This is for government, and also for another people that they need. Next, this one is, for example, for children. We make some games, puzzle. This is also the bathymetry of Indonesia area, and we make also some book for children, and we give this for school, for example, for another people in small island, something like that. And we have also introduced to another country, like in Japan, something like that, and for expo, and we use to introduce, yeah, our ocean to another people. Next, please. And we make also, for example, some map for coastal vulnerability index for local government. This is in Cirebon. And we make also some activity for recycle plastic bottle, for bloom, or for something like this, for ring, something like that. And this is the activity we can give to a student. We can give also the for the activity for a housewife. Yeah, this is we make this activity. So for games, for book is we give also to children, for teachers, something like that. So the important things is the useful of ocean literacy, not only for us, for people who who knows about ocean, but also for another people who maybe they didn't know about the basic of ocean and the useful of ocean, maybe. Yeah, because Indonesia there is some island, and also the other state. Thank you, Bu Deva. Maybe this all. Maybe we can also discuss what the Buddha have already mentioned before.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Mutiara. Yes, I think we can start our discussion for this morning. And I saw some people have submitted the assignment. And I want to know for the first from, I think Jane Pauline is here. Hi, Jane. Hi, Jane.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah,
Morning, Miss Dava.
yeah. Good morning, Jane. Maybe can you explain or you present about your assignment? I think you write about your experience and also how the ocean literacy was developed in Philippines, and then we can discuss it later.
Okay, so here in the Philippines, my assignment that I have just submitted, that is based on my research with reference to the agency here in our government who provided us with the information, especially on weather forecasting. We call it the PAG-ASA, or the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, because they on my experience, I'm not really directly connected to working in meteorological agency or oceanographic agency, because I am in the academe, and I work in the fisheries department in the academe. And somehow these topics are very related to my field of work, because of course we are into fisheries. So here in the Philippines, about the ocean literacy program in the Philippines, I have not yet encountered or known of a certain, like what Dr. Mutiara shared a while ago about giving some literacy program directly to the fishermen. But here in the Philippines, we have here our curriculum in the basic education, that especially in our science curriculum, the informations about ocean literacy are embedded in the basic education. So somehow the students have this basic knowledge about ocean literacy. And in the college, or into special degree on meteorological and ocean sciences, there are courses offered here in some universities in the Philippines if you wanted to focus on ocean literacy program or science program allied to ocean literacy. And also we have here the Department of Science and Technology in the Philippines. They offer scholarship programs or some trainings to students or interested participants to study on like, for example, meteorological or ocean sciences. So their focus of their study or their career is more into this kind of field. Then here in the Philippines, about the ocean literacy product in the Philippines, what can I share only? This is based on my research about the data provided in the website of the PAG-ASA. Is for our weather forecasting system. In our Pag-asa, we have they use here a satellite which captures imagery in real time weather forecasting that, for example, related to tropical cyclone analysis, and for some research other purposes. We call it as the Himawari IR1. This is a product provided to us from the GMA, or the Japan Meteorological Agency, in partnership with the Philippine Pag-asa and our DOST. And another is upon there, they call it as the SATREX, or the Satellite Rainfall Extremes Monitor, especially here in the Philippines, that we are mostly visited with heavy floods, especially this we call the beer months here. So this is very important web-based platform, because it provides us information, especially on extreme rainfall events, not only here in land, but as well as in the maritime activities. And we have also hazard maps, wherein this will provide us information about storm surge, flood, and landslide. And we have also coastal radar, which is very important to our fisher folk here in the area as to the decision of their fishing activities. And about drivers that can influence and improve ocean literacy here in the region, particularly throughout the Philippines, is of course climate change. This is one factor that will drive us to improve more our literacy programs, especially in the knowledge of our ocean, through our special programs offered in the universities, and topics embedded in our basic education. Then also the rising sea level, which is very evident, especially in our coastal areas, that affect also these coastal communities. And because here in the Philippines, we have observed also coastal community urbanization, wherein because of course, the direction, especially of the livelihood of the people in the mountainous areas, and considering the fisheries as an emergency job or a source of livelihood. So that is why our coastal areas now is flocked with people living in the area, causing it to be somewhat urbanized. So this is one of the factor also that there is really a need to improve our ocean literacy, because of course, to safeguard all these communities in the coastal areas, and also occurrence of maritime mishaps is very important, especially to our local fisher folk who do not have this sophisticated equipment that would help them in their navigation doing fishing activities. And also for effective communication routes here, that is very important and very significant and very impactful to us here in the Philippines, because through this improvement in our communication routes, especially casualties during natural disasters, it lowers the tendency of for example property damage, and of course casualties of the lives of people. Through our, for example, we have the communication routes for our water forecasting system. We publish it on any available platform, online or offline. For example, TV as a way of communicating weather forecasting system. Part of news reports on TV, radio are there is really a portion of weather forecasting system. And also through our mobile phones, we have different apps developed here in the Philippines that could provide us information about weather, especially about weather that could affect maritime activities. And also we have here in the Philippines created what we called as the NDRRMC, or the Natural Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, wherein the goal of this council is, of course, to speed up the communication, and not only communication, but as well as response whenever there are natural disasters here in the Philippines, especially on the help that they will provide to the people whenever there are natural disasters, because from the national level they are creating it down to the local level. For example, from national, then into regional, then into municipal, for towns, then from towns they have also delegated the organization until what we call as the barangay level. And that's all. Thank you for the time provided to me to share my experience about our ocean literacy here in the Philippines.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Jen. It's so interest for us since it is in the Philippines also give some scholarship about I think that like similar with ocean literacy program for ocean scientists, isn't right?
Yes,
Yeah.
there are scholarships sponsored by the Department of Science and Technology here in the Philippines, that they provide the scholarship program for those interested or for those students who wanted to pursue a career or a track in ocean sciences or meteorological courses.
Oh, okay. So in Philippines also have some like a sustainable program that can reach the community into the ocean literacy until so far.
Here in the Philippines, I have not yet known of a certain program like yours in Indonesia, that from like the national level down to the local, especially direct to the fisher folk program. But what we have here, there is a certain a separate sector in our government. We call it as the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, wherein they are the ones tasked to provide informations, especially to our fisher folk, and partly for sure that education or literacy that we are providing to our fisher folk here in the Philippines are also into this ocean literacy programs.
Okay, Bu Muti have
Yeah,
some
thank you.
idea?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Jen. I'm interested for your explanation. Actually, I started out also from our research, yeah, my research also, and creating some curriculum or something implementing for traditional fishermen. But in Philippines, are the basic of oceanography or marine science is also introduced to the children, or only when they go to college?
Here in our, we call it our basic education system from elementary to high school. I think only basic information about weather is provided to the students, but specializing on, for example, oceanography or ocean sciences, that will be for those who wanted to pursue degrees in the college, taking like meteorological courses or ocean sciences courses. And that is why there are only few, since not all universities here in the Philippines are capable of offering this type of programs. There are only selected universities here in the Philippines, and somehow taking this course is somehow expensive, and that is why students who graduated, for example, from high school, they are not more into this kind of courses. And that is why, to encourage students who will pursue this kind of degree, because this is very helpful in improving our, of course, meteorological activities in the objective of improving also the quality of lives of the people. That is why the Department of Science and Technology here in the Philippines are offering scholarship to encourage students to pursue this kind of career in college.
Okay, maybe the second one, based on your experience, yeah, this is based on your experience. When you sharing to local government, it's easy to explain about the ocean or about the weather, or sometimes difficult, because I think in local government some people didn't know the basic, yeah, the basic of the weather. What do you think in Philippines?
Yes, yes, it's difficult. It's difficult to share these things, especially ocean literacy, because what I see, based on my own view, that this is not the field that they are more focused to, and talking about this to our local government is not that like attractive to them to talk about, and as expected, they are not into also familiar with these things, like ocean literacy, and somehow it makes the work difficult to encourage to support this kind of program.
Although in Philippines, always storm, yeah, in some period, yeah. Thank you, Budava. Okay.
Yes, Bu Muti. So thank you also, Jen. It's so yeah, interest for us to implement. Maybe we can encourage university Bu Muti to give us some scholarship for student also. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have another participant that have already submit the assignment. I think I interest with the slide from Juan Pablo. Juan Pablo was here or not? From Colombia. I think it's not here. Okay. Okay. Maybe I want to from the neighborhood country, PNG, Pak Carter, Pak Carter Guri. Can you hear me, Pak Carter?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yep.
Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good
Yeah.
day. Good day.
Can you share to me and all of participant here that about your experience about the ocean literacy in PNG, and also how the progress about your uh, program, maybe, or maybe you have another experience about the ocean literacy in PNG?
Sure, I can do that. I just uploaded my presentation, our presentation from Papua New Guinea, so I can share it here.
Yeah, yeah, you can share screen if you have the some slide.
Yes, 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 yes. I have it here. So
Okay, it's good.
oh, oh, window.
And don't
Yep.
forget to submit also your slide into LMS, Pak.
Oh yes,
Yep.
that I already did.
Okay.
I already submitted it. So yeah, you can
Okay.
check. Can you see my slide?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see clear.
Okay. Oh, should I go ahead?
Just go ahead.
Okay. I cannot see my slide on the Zoom, so how can I project my? Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, but you already share your screen. We all seen your screen.
We can see your screen, Pak. Yeah.
Okay. I can
Okay,
see it on the, I can see the Zoom, I mean the window. It's just my slide, that's why.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's okay, no problem. You are
Okay,
still connect
okay.
with Zoom.
All right. Once again, good day, everyone. And thank you for this wonderful opportunity. So far, it has been really productive in the presentations and synchronous exercises. We've learned a lot, especially here in Papua New Guinea, and we really appreciate opportunity to be once again be part of this today's session. And our slide here is I just go by question. So we have 4 questions for the entire presentation, and I'll be doing the presentation on behalf of myself and the other 5 participants from Papua New Guinea. Okay. So the first task was to identify an ocean literacy program in Papua New Guinea. So currently for Papua New Guinea, we have a program called PNG Marine Program, which is coordinated and managed by the National Maritime Safety Authority of Papua New Guinea, and the program was an initiative of the Coral Triangle Initiative on coral reefs, fisheries, and food security. It is also a multilateral partnership between the 6 countries, including Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, PNG, Solomon Islands, and Timor-Leste. So this was established in 2007 to safeguard the vast marine biodiversity that exists in this region. Yeah. So the second task was to identify the kind of ocean literacy product in our country. At the moment, from my experience, we've had situations where people from the coastal areas of our country, especially within Port Moresby, the capital of Papua New Guinea, are coming to our office asking for meteorological information to help them do planning for their daily activities. And this coastal communities mostly depend on activities out in the sea. So based on their geography, they don't have like a fertile arable land where they can farm, but they're mostly made up of fishing villages, and some of them even build their houses over the sea. So they depend entirely on the activities that they conduct over the sea. So we've had ad hoc information sessions um, at the local level in the office. So when they come, we try to allocate a time where they come and we run information, but we carry out information sessions. So basically, we explain to them about our forecast for products. For instance, at our climate and special services division, which is my division, we just basically explain to them about the seasonal outlook, basically the rainfall outlook, and the drought information. And for our public weather, we just briefly go through with them daily forecast that we do on any working day. But at the national level, we had one ocean science to service workshop, I think 2 years ago, which was hosted and supported or facilitated by experts from SPREP, or Secretariat of the Pacific Environmental Program. And during that time, we've had participants from all agencies of the government, including the National Maritime Safety Authority, the Fisheries, the Climate Change Development Authority, the Environment and Conservation Authority, and also other NGO organizations or people who work in the conservation organizations. For instance, there's an organization that grows up or do awareness work on protecting the leatherback turtles, or and identifying the migratory routes of the leatherback turtles, and doing awareness on saving the leatherback or protecting leatherback turtles species population from declining. And we've also had one program on with SPREP, also on we call the Pacific Climate Crab for the kids, more like an educational video program where we run voiceovers for other Pacific Island countries, but for our country, we do voiceovers in our own local language for educational awareness programs where we can give the video or CDs or information to schools and households where they can play for the kids to watch. But at more departmental level or governmental level, in terms of the industry, as you can see from the screen, we have the literacy products covers, for instance, products like tuna distribution routes or migration patterns, and also extreme weather events, because they play a very important part in affecting the fisheries for the country. So on that Ocean Science to Service workshop, which we had last year with SPREP, we had also people from the Department of Justice and Attorney General coming over and updating the country about the new oceans policy that they are developing for the country, because apparently we just launched one in nation called the National Oceans Policy in the late 2020 for the next 10 years up to 2023, 2030. And this legal document will give effect and support the objectives that protects the National Oceans Policy and objectives of the National Oceans Policy. And it is to also facilitate capacity building, the transfer of marine technology, including ocean literacy, and promote tools and approaches that transform ocean knowledge into actions on ocean sustainability. So basically, from Papua New Guinea National Weather Service, we're more like a support service. So we do forecasting, and this National Oceans Policy will basically give effect to the activities that is governed within our ocean space in terms of supporting livelihoods or generating income for the country. Yeah. Okay. Task number 3. So, what drivers can influence or improve ocean literacy in our country or region? So, we believe that policy is one very important or fundamental driver that can influence or give effect to our program in the country. If there is no policy, then any activities that we conduct would not have any regulations, would not be given a priority. So it is important that we have this policy, and thankfully we have this new oceans national oceans policy now, which was launched in late 2020. So at the national level, we believe that increased budgetary appropriations will also play a very important role or big part in improving oceans literacy in our country. Ongoing capacity development training at local level, national level, and regional or international level is also vitally important, like what we are doing now. Thanks to BMKG for this opportunity once again. This is very important because we might not have the skills or the technology to help us with executing the activities that is stated in our new oceans policy. Okay, we also believe that a short-term ad hoc exchange program or training and access to IAN technologies and facilities is very much vitally important for us to effectively improve or have an influence on, a positive influence on improving our oceans literacy program in the country. And the last and the least is to do community-based information sessions for coastal communities. At the moment, we don't have a structured, coordinated activity, program or outline. But like I said, we're more like a support services organization. And whenever we have communities, groups, or organizations coming to our office asking for weather information, we try to allocate or find time to accommodate for that and run information sessions. So it's more or less on a head hoc basis. But if we were to coordinate it at a much more higher level, then it would require additional resources, time, and effort. Yeah, but we believe that we can always do that very soon in the near future. Yeah. Okay, the last one is task number 4. how effective communication can be implemented in our country. Okay. Um, Ongoing forums such as the National Climate Outlook Forums or even the Data Boy Cooperation sessions that we just got an invitation from about is very important in maintaining the effective communications amongst med services or industries that have a very big role to play in ocean science or ocean services. And talking about Data Boy Cooperation session, Papua New Guinea is currently not a member country of the DBC panel or Data Boy Cooperation panel. So an invitation has to be sent to Papua New Guinea, National Weather Service, to also be a member country so that we can be able to, we can maybe join in the next 39 session in Bali. We also believe that setup of National Oceans Office um, is vitally important and is one of the effective communication method that the Papua New Guinea national government has taken to provide oversight, coordination, and implementation of the Marine Zone Act or MZA, maritime boundary delimitation, negotiation, meetings, and related work, marine scientific research, secretariat support to governance committees, and any other work that is identified in relation to the oversight and implementation of the Maritime Zones Act. Um, the National Oceans Office was set up to coordinate this, and National Maritime Safety Authority with the National Weather Service to install tide gauges and wave buoys to collect and record data, motion parameters to predict coastal inundation. So at this time, PNG National Weather Service is not does not do any of data monitoring and recording of these ocean parameters because of lack of administrative or IN support from the government. So we do not have this instrument out at the wharves and jetties. So even though within our department, it is our mandate to collect data, but at the moment we don't have it. So if we were to effectively communicate or implement effective communication in our country, it would require information exchange with National Maritime Safety Authority or the new National Oceans Office, and this has to be also like accommodated within the new oceans policy. So because based upon the policy now, we will have this or the power to be involved in data monitoring, digitization, and forecasting of oceans parameters to help, or along with the atmospheric meteorological parameters to help ocean science to help translate ocean science to service for the fishing and coastal communities and also the country, the government for to help them build better plans for the economy and the industry. The and terima kasih. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pak Carter. I have some question to you.
Sure.
Do you have like a implement about the concept of the ocean literacy to direct into the coastal community in PNG?
Oh yes, yes, yes. Thank you for this wonderful question. Just recently, after my climate field school training in Indonesia, BMKG Bogor, Siteko, West Java.
Kiteko, yes, yes.
Mm, Thankfully, based on the training, I was able to do a training and session plans for to come back and translate what I've learned back there, and I'm planning on also replicating everything that I've learned from this climate field school in terms of agriculture food security, and also the same thing, doing the same thing for the fisheries field school. Because, like I said, we don't only have requests or inquiries from people who do farming, but also people from the coastal communities. So once we have this background knowledge, it will put us in a better position to come up with plans that we can try and incorporate into our annual, calendar at our organization. And once we get the necessary support, we can be able to implement it. So we can either go reach out to the community, or we can bring them to our office where the facilities are. So it would be easier for us to conduct these trainings. But at a more community level, because of the type of audience, the participants, like not everyone is everyone are technical people that they can understand our technical information. So um, we would need, further help and assistance in terms of incorporating it into their, literacy programs at the community level or village level. So, yep, it's a build up process. So yeah. I hope I answer your question.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for sharing, Bu Muti. Maybe you have any question to Pak Carter?
Sorry. Yeah, maybe because it's PNG is also so broad. Yeah. Is the ocean literacy is also give to another community, for example, in in the mountain area, something like that, or only in coastal community?
Only in
Yeah.
the coastal communities, because for instance, we have this we have been getting requests from this particular coastal community that has this the oil and gas company ExxonMobil.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just recently did a very big setup, and they took almost probably a very big area of the coastal area, including where the mangroves are, the lagoon, and
Yeah.
it extends for like almost probably 2 to 3 kilometers, and it has been really affecting their their livelihoods. And now people are starting to think that they're going to get benefits from them, and then like how best can they like accept the change and move on with their lives, without compromising their normal way of living, like going out on the sea. And with this changing weather patterns and extremities, they're seeing that weather and climate information is a very vital information where they can incorporate into their plan, so that they can be able to use that to either increase their catches or benefit from the development that's happening around, the villages.
So, do you mean that ocean literacy is by request? Yeah, by request.
Oh,
Some.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. For us, it's like we're not into awareness. It's not our mandate to do awareness work on that. We
Mhm.
just provide the weather forecast through our forecasting channels, like via email or either through the media. And they most of the time they reach out to us, because we don't
Okay.
have the capacity to
This, yeah, maybe.
Please, Bu.
Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm trying to call him by or
Okay.
text him.
Okay. Okay, so until we wait for Pak Carter, I think we need to wait, or we can continue to another participant first, and then we come back to Pak Carter after he ready.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep. Okay, I think we have one participant that from Indonesia, Pak David. Do you hear me?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Pak. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
your
I'm sorry.
slide.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe you
yeah.
can share To
But
ask about
cannot
your
share screen Budafa because Carter
Okay.
didn't stop share his screen.
As a host, can you
Oh, okay.
close?
How?
Close.
Yes.
Close. Let me try.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Pak David. You can share your screen and you can share
Okay.
also your experience.
Okay, I will share my presentation. Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is David, and I'm from Indonesia. I will share my I will share the assignment that I have already done
I'm sorry,
about
before you
yeah.
continue your slide, maybe
Yep.
you can introduce yourself first. Where are you come
Okay,
from? Yep.
I'm from Banda Lampung, which is in Lampung in Sumatra Island, Indonesia, and I'm now as a lecturer in Department of Fisheries and Marine Science. But before that, for 5 years I've been working in organic agriculture. So I can say that my experience in fisheries and marine science is not really well because I just joined to the department, the university last year, so only 1 month. So because of that, I have a lack of the knowledge. I mean the new knowledge of the fisheries and marine science. So that's all for my introduction. Maybe I can jump to the presentation, Ms. Dava. Yeah, okay.
Yes, please.
So maybe it can be overlapped by I mean with the presentation by Ms. Dava yesterday, because the program uh, that I put in my presentation is in Indonesia, of course. And I'm sorry for not good preparation in preparing this presentation, and I didn't make the presentation like the other participant. So the other participant presented one by one, point per point. But I do the presentation like put one in place. So next slide is the program that regarding the ocean literacy in Indonesia. I did the research. I searched the program in Google. So I found at least three actors in the literacy program that which are the government, the university, and NGO. This government, I found Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries, and then Kemenkomarves and BMKG do literacy, ocean literacy program, like I put in my presentation. For Ministry of Marine Affairs and Fisheries, there is a Bulan Cinta Laut program, means Sea Love Month, that is one of um, um, that is one of the policy, yeah, of this ministry. The program in this Bulan Cinta Laut, such as cleaning up the coastal area with the fishermen, and then the coordinating Ministry of Maritime and Investment Affairs. There is a Bulan Literasi Maritim, which means Maritime Literasi Month. Yeah, there are some program in this several program sub-program in this Maritime Literacy Month. One of the program is enhancement the knowledge or enhancement the awareness of student in elementary school and elementary school to more aware about the ocean and environment. And then also BMKG do the Slcn or the weather school, yeah. Then the university, of course, in the university there are three obligation tasks. Yeah, I can call it Tridharma perguruan tinggi. There are education and then research, and the other is community services. So this community services is the program that conducted to community of, especially in my department. It's for fishermen, and then for the coastal communities. So and last is NGO. There are really many NGO in Indonesia according to regarding the ocean literacy. But I didn't put all of them, just several of them, just like WWF, like Walhi, Ekonusa, and etc. These are the program of the Ministry of Fisheries. Like I said before, Bulan Cinta Laut or Ocean Love Month, yeah, is one of 5 policy, priority policy in the ministry. And then yeah, this is a maritime literacy month that conducted by coordinating Ministry of Maritime. And then I want to explain more about the what I did since I joined the university. And at least 4 main topics has already given to community regarding the ocean literacy. The first one is eco-friendly fishing gear. So this topic is given to fishermen to increase the knowledge, to increase the awareness of using the fishing gear that friendly to environment. So the FAO, or Food and Agriculture Organization of UN, already make 9 criteria of eco-friendly fishing gear. So that 9 criteria is aims to guard the ecosystem in ocean. And then the second is marine debris and microplastic. Of course, the topics about the marine debris and microplastic is a hot topic in recent years. And then the third one is mangrove restoration. So the community service that we already conducted, and then we join a part with local government to do the mangrove restoration or mangrove rehabilitation. And then the last one is coastal mitigation. It's of course for the coastal area that has a risk that has a high risk of tsunami, like as and then banjirop. I didn't know banjirop. Wait, like yeah, tidal flood. Yeah. So the mitigation for this risk is being I mean we are helping to enhance the awareness of the coastal people to do more I mean when the disaster come, so what can they do to prevent or to save themselves from the disaster. And these are our activities in Bandar Lampung, like restoration, mangrove restoration, and then cleaning up the beach or the coastal area, etc. Okay, I think it's all, and I'm sorry for yeah, and I thank you. Thanks for the time. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, David. Bu Muti, have any comment or have another question?
Thank you, Bu Deva. Pak David, maybe I have a suggestion. Yeah, maybe you
Yeah.
can also involve all of the participants. Yeah, not only for the community, but also for student or some children in the elementary school, and also for local government. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in your opinion, what the important thing for coastal community actually in Lampung? Yeah? Because we know also Lampung in the Bay, yeah, something like that, have also a small island.
Yeah, for my experience that I already get during my activities in Bandar Lampung, the important thing is the use of fishing gear that are that still how can I say it's still damage to the ecosystem on the ocean. So I think it's important to do more awareness about using the eco-friendly fishing gear in Bandar Lampung, I think, especially for the traditional fishermen.
Is there still fish pond?
No,
Okay.
not like fish bomb. It's like a payang. It's
Payang.
prohibited fishing gear in here. So,
Mhm.
and then there are some fishermen still use troll, like a modified
Oh,
troll. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's important to give some ocean literacy, yeah, some like
Yeah.
fish not all of the fish can catch something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Bu
Okay,
Jafar.
thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, Ibu. Thank you, Pak David. Yes, we have a participant from Mozambique, Bu Muti. I think Dercio Mause already joined with us. Hi, Dercio. Do you hear me? Okay.
Hi,
Yes.
my connection is bad here.
Your
So
connection
bad.
is okay.
My connection is so bad here.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
don't know.
okay, okay. So, I will move into Sabiha from Tanzania. Hi, Sabiha. Hi, Sabiha. Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, I think Sabiha is still have another trouble, maybe. So, Bu Muti, okay, I will
Or we can back to
Pak
Carter.
Pak Carter, yes. Pak Carter, you already joined with us?
Oh, yep.
Yeah. Okay, Pak Carter,
Yeah.
you can
Hello.
continue your presentation before. Yeah.
um, I think I finished my presentation. Yes, that
Yes,
I
you
did not
should.
finish completing my answers on the on the last question that Putri
Yeah.
asked.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep. Okay, Pak Carter.
but if you want, you can go through again, and maybe I can try and answer it again or ask more questions if you want. Thank you. And I'm also joined by my colleagues Alan and Matthew. So if they
Oh yeah,
also want
Alena.
to add on, they can always yeah. I mean, they can always have this opportunity. So yeah, thank you.
Okay. We are going to Alan.
I might miss out on like highlighting some of the literacy programs that's already happening, but we do have like reports on people doing awarenesses on saving the mangroves, mangrove restoration programs, but especially you see these kind of awarenesses mostly coming from project agencies or cooperative groups, or like for instance students from the universities or climate change advocates or advocacy program. But for our office, in terms of you know for instance, as one of the ocean literacy program. We don't necessarily do that. It's our climate change development authority or the environment and conservation department. So, like I said, we focus mainly on weather parameters and where it affects or touches the people's lives. Yeah. So if we were to like focus on ocean literacy, then we would more or less focus on educating people, or local people, or the country or about that we experience and how it affects our business activities, our programs, our economic activities, and basically our daily lives. So we focus on running information sessions on expected climate and the outlook basically. So more or less, the people within the agriculture most of the time benefit because they deal with rain and the soil. But for the coastal communities, it's the that it's one of the parameters that we focused, and the wave heights, but not necessarily on the currents and the tides. But to do that, we need to have stations to collect data. But at the moment, we don't have, so it's one of our limitations. So how can we best go and run advocacy programs or ocean literacy programs based on the type of currents during what times of the year, or like the tides when we do not have these instruments. So it's quite difficult for us. So we can rely on the models, but we also need to have like recorded data from these instruments or wave buoys or current tide gauges. Yeah, so that's one of our mandate. But like I said, our challenge is putting resources, so in terms of financing our instruments. So we don't have this at the moment. And besides the ports, the wharves and the jetties, within the jurisdiction of another government agency. So we like in order for us to go and put out instruments, we would have to come up with some kind of memorandum of understanding. Yeah. So it's more like a interagency um, collaborative type of or coordination that is required here. So once we have these instruments or setups in place, like I noticed about one thing about Indonesia that I admire is they have network of stations. So I was really surprised to see that, because in Papua New Guinea for meteorological stations we only have just under 15 or 14 throughout the country. We do not have a lot. So you see, if we can have that for our weather stations, then to set up the ocean is stations in the oceans or the jetties or wharves, then it would be a very big challenge or task for us ahead. So I believe that once we have these stations up and set, we can be able to go out and take the extra take another step, and that is to start using the information that we get to try and help the communities or even the country. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Carter. It's okay. It's like a comprehensive idea for us about the ocean literacy. Thank you so much. So, Bu Muti, maybe Bu Muti have any other suggestion or comment to participant?
Yeah, for Pak Carter, maybe our suggestion is make some simple measurement. Yeah, like I saw it in the observation. For example, with the I can also share again. For example, in this measurement, yeah, Pak Carter, for tide, yeah, for tide, for example, this one is the simple one is with this scale, yeah, and we can observe every hours or 2 hours, yeah, something. This is the simple one, but we can also for recording for water level, for tide, we can also make some like this. Yeah, so we can receive the data and we can analyze for tide, something like that, for one day, 1 week, or although also 1 month. Yeah, but if the simple one, we can try make for this one. Yeah, sorry, for this. So the people can see directly, yeah, how the tides. How this is also the important thing for ocean literacy, I think. So we can also the simple technology to introduce to the coastal community how the important things about the tide, about the current, yeah. For the current, maybe we can also make this one, yeah, something like this, but with the tracking, yeah, with the tracking, we can show how long and also how many times to go to the another direction, so we can calculate for the current, something like that. Yeah, this is the simple instrument, yeah, that maybe in the coastal area we we still need this for our observation, our coastal area. So this is a suggestion for you. Also, we can also combine with AWS, for example, for meteorological data, something like that. Thank you, Budava. It's only suggestion.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
That was very
Bumuti.
clear. Thank you.
Yeah, it's an inspirable idea. Maybe Pak Carter can implement in PNG also.
Oh yes, I just hope that when I do the proposal, they fund the instrument, they buy it so that I can go and install it. But
So
this is one
Bumuti,
of our biggest challenge here. Yeah.
yeah, biggest challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah, I hope
And
Bu.
the other thing too is the security of the instruments, the
Hmm.
security, because sometimes people take the instruments and they steal it. And but I believe once they know the importance of observing the data and recording it, and then using the information to help them with the activities, they should protect it.
Mm-mm.
So
yeah,
it's to do with the fulfilling this knowledge gap. Yeah. So that's why ocean
yeah,
literacy is very important in coastal communities. The only way they can look after it is understanding its use. Yeah.
yeah,
Once they understand the use, the importance of the instruments, they will protect it. Because now people want incentives. You put the instruments, they say, okay, where's my pay? I can look at it, but with this idea, so we also need to deal with that. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So
Thank you.
the
Yeah.
the price for the instrument is cheap enough or it's expensive, Bu Muti?
It's cheap enough.
Yeah, maybe.
Cheap enough. Cheap enough, so the government
Okay,
is afford
maybe you can
afford
give me
Yeah.
the
the.
price list. So yeah, give me the price list. I will put it in my request to my big office. Yeah.
Actually, we I didn't sell it. Yeah, just we make it for example for a student for learning how to make and how to observe the tide, something like that. So it actually is cheap. Or we can also we have also discussion with community, coastal communities, like in Lombok for a mangrove region, something like that, or in Cirebon, Indramayu is the coastal area. Indonesia, some like ropes or something like that is also important. So sometimes we give not the instrument, but we give the lecture how to make itself. So I think it's a important thing so they can know how the difficult to understand about the instrument is not cheap or expensive, but the important they know about the important things, what the important things to observe, to to have it, yeah, to have the instrument. So therefore we didn't sell the instrument actually, Pak Carter, but we give the or we give the
You good for free?
knowledge
Or no?
to make
Yeah.
this instrument. So maybe you can invite
All
him
knowledge.
or
Yeah.
Pahudava.
Yeah. Yes. That's why I
Yeah.
was saying that
To
we need
sell,
more
yeah.
capacity development trainings. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Because you have the technology, you have the knowledge, expertise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we might just need it. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Budava.
Thank you, Ibu. So I think we have the last one. I think Sabiha is here. Sabiha,
Hello.
hi.
Mhm.
Hi.
How are
Can
you?
you, yeah, can you share your experience about the ocean literacy in Tanzania?
Yeah, I will share a little because I
You
just
have
coming from the bed.
you have some slide that you already prepared or not?
Not yet. I'll
Okay.
share it to the next year's asynchronous session. And I almost because yesterday I was too busy
Okay.
to my work. That's why I didn't do anything from that. So just
Okay.
I can share something that I have on my knowledge.
Yes. I can share screen about the assignment yesterday and you can explain about your experience in Tanzania. It's okay?
Okay.
Okay, wait for a moment.
Mm.
Yes, you can see the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, you can start to explain about your experience.
Can you zoom also again?
No, you just explain by yourself. This
I
pointer,
mean,
yes, to
can
help
you
you.
zoom again to see more?
Can you
Again?
again?
Yeah. Now it's fine.
Okay. Okay. For the first point, maybe you can identify about the ocean literacy program in your country. I mean, in Tanzania, how it's going on. Maybe you have the sustain program about the ocean literacy.
Yeah, most of the time, ourselves, we have a workshop with the fisheries, and giving the information about forecast and to understand the parameters about the ocean. TMA have a program to reach beach management units. TMA have a program to meet beach management units, which almost a week, almost a 1 year, have at least 2 workshops which have been given information to the beach management units, and that beach management unit communicated direct with the forecaster of the TMA.
Okay. Who was involved with the beach management course or with beach management training? It is just for forecaster, or it's also uh into have like involved with the community or maybe student.
Almost students,
The student.
yes, and the forecaster itself giving the direct to the beach management unit. Even myself, last year, I get an opportunity to reach direct beach management unit in Tanga.
Oh, okay. So I think what the lesson that they give in you give in like the material in the beach management is about the like resilience of coastal, and then about what kind of the material that you uh, deliver in the beach management training.
The directly are giving the to understand the parameter of the ocean and how they can use the forecast in order to plan their business, and also they are giving the how can live friendly with the beach and not destroy the beach according to the ecosystem.
Okay, it's like a preventive action
Yeah,
to
preventive means using safe ways of fishing and not using a bomb like that.
Oh, okay, it's so interesting, like oh, preventive of damage, the ocean
Yeah,
damage.
yeah,
Okay, so your country also have like a regulation about the ocean literacy. As
yes.
what kind of
They
the
have, but
regulation
most
that?
of the time they have a department of fisheries which are dealing direct with the fishermen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our business is only to give in a focus, but that's institute using direct with the fishermen for giving that regulation.
Okay, so it is like the regulation also encourage the people and from the agency to make like one of the program in ocean literacy. And
Sorry?
yeah, I think that the regulation from your country about about the ocean literacy is encourage the people in your agency to make the the ocean literacy program that have a like a positive effect into the ocean. I mean the into the how to understand about the ocean, isn't right?
Yes.
So you can measure how the communication, how the effective communication about the implementation of the ocean literacy in your country.
Yeah.
Is it have a like a increasing effect that maybe some people not using a bomb again, or they have like a prevent action about the ocean damage?
Sorry, can you give me the
Yes,
information?
I think after you conduct the ocean literacy program through the beach management,
Okay.
can you like monitor the output of the training?
Yeah. We monitor output of that training because we try after the training we try to communicate with the leader, and also we try to I mean to get the way how they still using that poisonous way of fishing or not, by getting
Oh,
the information from the leader itself.
okay. Can I ask about how often the beach management was conducted in your country? I think you said that it is 1 year workshop. It means that it's conduct spend on 1 year, a whole year, or it will be twice year, or yeah, something like that. It is the how often you conduct the beach
Almost
management?
is a 1 year program.
It's just 1 year program.
Yeah, it's a 1 year program.
Okay, 1 year program means like just still one location, or it's conduct in the several location.
Several locations.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So do you also using like one of the major like instrument, like Dr. Mutiara previous suggestion to PNG, that do you also already use some uh instrument,
Which instruments?
like the measurement instrument that have a that can utilize by fishermen?
Which, sorry, can you explain about the instrument? I didn't get you very well.
Okay, okay, it's okay. Okay, Okay. Yeah, I think it's enough, Sabiha. So, Bu Mutiara, maybe you have any suggestion to Sabiha?
Yeah, thank you. Hello, Sabiha. I went to Zanzibar in 2017 in Tanzania, and I really liked it. Just like in Indonesia, yeah, in Zanzibar. And I know that Zanzibar have many islands also, Pudava. But
Wow.
in mainland, in Tanzania, has also mountain, yeah. I think cafe from Zanzibar is hiker. Yeah. I have one question only. Does the government in Tanzania provide also ocean literacy in mainland area or only in coastal area like Pak Carter ya in Papua New Guinea?
Sabiha, can you hear me? Can you hear us?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Dr. Muti asked
Only
about, yeah. Go ahead.
given only in ocean area.
In ocean area,
Yes.
in mainland, in coastal area of mainland, or like Zanzibar is have many islands, yeah, small islands, I think.
In coastal area of mainland and the small islands.
Yeah.
Because they have two governments. In Zanzibar has its own government, and in
Mhm.
mainland has its government. So all
Okay.
yes.
And where do you come from? In mainland Tanzania or from Zanzibar?
From Zanzibar.
Zanzibar. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm living in the mainland.
Oh, okay. But Zanzibar have also a big university, yeah, for marine science and fishery.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which are in the harbor,
I visit
marine science. Have you been
with
there?
in 2017, I think, with UN program
Okay, nice
in
island, yeah?
Zanzibar. Yeah, that's nice.
Welcome again.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know when. Thank you, Sabia. Thank you, Budava.
Okay, thank you, Ibu. I think it's enough from our discussion this morning. We can we can continue through the LMS if you have any question or any comment about the ocean literacy program in your country, or you need some suggestion from us, particular from the Bumuti, I think. Maybe you can share about your experience also by writing your comment in LMS. I will wait your comment and also your question also. And I think from this morning synchronous, I can conclude that most of our country have a ocean literacy program, even it is maybe just a training course or like uh, what can I say, like the the training just for just one or twice, and it's not for sustained program, but I think all of you have a begin of the ocean literacy program in your country, and it is a good progress as in in the in about the ocean literacy have like a common activities in this in all of the country. And I think also maybe some suggestion from Bu Mutiara about you can implement also using the instrument to support the local community or coastal community, like Bu Mutiara have already done in the in her project on in her activities before. Even it is using like simple measurement, like for example she used like water level monitoring, just using one of the I don't think so table. One of the measurement like from the wood, and then you can see about the tide information, and it is one of the important information also for fishermen or coastal community about the water level. It is just for example, but I think you have another idea, and also have another great idea to implement and in your country and in your region. So Bu Muti have another suggestion or closing statement for this
Thank you,
morning discussion?
Mudafa.
Yes.
So, thank you, Mudafa. It's all
It's
for
all okay.
from you.
Okay. Okay, Ibu. Thank you so much for all of participants. I'm sorry I cannot involve all of the participants here because we have a limit time, but we also yeah, as I said before, we can also keep in touch through the LMS, and I still waiting for your feedback, because we still have another discussion in the lesson 5, and we can discuss more after all of you have another lesson from the lesson 4. I think it's about the local, I think the
Wisdom.
local wisdom. Yes, the local wisdom. So you also can contact Bu Mutiara through her email, mutiara.putri@itb.ac.id. And I think it's enough for this morning. Bu Ami, I return to Bu Ami. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. Big applause to our lecturer today, to Ibu Dr. Mutiara Rahmat Putri, and also Ms. Dava. Yeah, thank you so much for our lesson 3, synchronous, and also asynchronous yesterday. I want to remind you all to see the LMS, like Ms. Dava said, to give feedback. You can put any question, or you want to discussion on forum group in LMS forum group. It's on the at the beginning at the LMS. You can type add new discussion. I want to remind you again about the attendance list that I already give you on chat box, already give you on WhatsApp group. And also maybe after this, if you don't connect with me, I will send direct to you by text. Thank you all for this morning. Thank you, Carter. Oh, I will to remind you again, tomorrow we still have synchronous, okay? We still have synchronization, the time, the same time. So we go on lesson 4. Remember, tomorrow we have synchronous at the same time on lesson 4. So don't forget to join again. I will remind you again on LMS, also on WhatsApp group. So don't be boring if I remind you anytime. Maybe we have like different time zone, but that's our learning online. We can do in anywhere. Thanks again to Carter, Gabriel, David, Jane, from PNG again, Alan, Rafael, from PNG, Bumel, Sabiha also. We meet again tomorrow morning on synchronous lesson 4. So don't forget to joining again the same link and the same time. I said good morning. Thank you all, and see you on next synchronous tomorrow.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Sabiha.
Bye.
Thank you, Ibu Mutiara, and
Bye-bye.
also
Yeah, thank
Bye.
you.
Miss
all.
Dava.
Thank you, Bu Mutia. Thank you, Bu Ami.
Thank
you, Bu
you.
Terima kasih Harvey. Yeah. So thank you so much to all of you who attended this session. So I hope this session
Bye, Vi.